5 years ago, I did my last handheld radio review. After that last one, I said no more. What happened? Well, I got sick of trying to put a positive spin on mediocre pieces of equipment. I was being inundated with UV5R clones, and they were all garbage. The worst part about it was that none of the companies were providing product support, so people would come for me for answers. It got so bad, I just said, oh, no more, none of this. Was I leaving money on the table? Maybe. I get plenty of emails all the time to do a review in exchange for a product sample, but I am very selective in what I choose to show on this channel, and most of the offers end up in the trash. If I'm going to do a review, it's going to be an honest review. It's going to be for something that I like, and it's going to be with full disclosures. Which brings me to this item. Now this is the Anytone AT-D168uv handheld radio. It's a dual band VHF and UHF transceiver with analog and DMR digital operation. Bridgecom Systems offered to send me this in exchange for a review, but I feel that Bridgecom is a reputable company and they've built their business on providing a quality product with end user support after the sale. So let's head inside. Take a look at the D168uv and discuss if this handheld is right for you. The Anytone AT-D168uv is the little brother to the popular Anytone AT-D168uv handheld. Both radios share some similar features, but there are some unique items the AT-D168 has that its older sibling doesn't, and some of the stuff on the 878 has that the 168 doesn't. But the AT-D168uv comes in at a little bit lower price point, making it a great choice as an entry-level DMR handheld. The Anytone AT-D168uv is a dual-band VHF UHF handheld transceiver with analog and DMR digital mobile radio support. On the analog side, it does everything you would expect an analog radio to do. Audio quality is good, and I had no problem programming it to hit my local analog repeater. As for DMR, the radio has a capacity to hold 500,000 contacts, 10,000 talk groups, and 4,000 channels. There is plenty of space for multiple channels and multiple talk groups. High power is 5 watts on VHF with 4 lower power settings. The radio can auto-sense between analog and digital signals and connect accordingly. It also has the option of memory channels or VFO tuning for analog and DMR digital operation. So far, so good. So what's the big difference between the D878UV2 and the new D168UV? Well, looking at this chart, it boils down to a few key items. Notably, the 168 does not have GPS or Bluetooth support, which means with no GPS, APRS support for this radio is limited. It can receive APRS, but only beacon a fixed location. But the good news is that the D168 has features not found on the other radios, notably a satellite mode. That's right, you can enter your location and it will predict when amateur satellites are overhead. The other key feature is the built-in recorder works both digital and now in the analog modes, giving you up to 4 hours of recording ability. Opening the box, you're instantly greeted with an instruction sheet on how to access Bridgecom University and to help successfully set up your radio. The radio comes with an operating manual, well written and all in English. Next is the unit itself, not very big, and you can see the model number and FCC ID on the back of the transceiver. The radio uses a USB-C cable for charging and programming. You get 2 antennas, a longer gain antenna and a compact rubber duck. USB wall plug and charging cradle, 2 batteries, a larger 2600 mAh battery and a smaller 1800 mAh battery. The battery clips onto the back of the transceiver with a heavy click. On the top there is an SMA male antenna port. On one side of the radio is a stiff plastic cover with speaker mic and USB port underneath, and on the other side is the push to talk button and 2 side buttons. DMR, or Digital Mobile Radio, is an open digital standard created by a consortium of radio manufacturers, including Motorola. That's important to know because DMR was created for the commercial land mobile industry, but amateur radio operators grabbed onto it because the equipment was relatively inexpensive as compared to other digital standards, but setting up your DMR radio can be a complex process if you aren't familiar with how commercial radios are programmed. Things can get confusing really fast. This is where Bridgecom Systems really shines. They've created an entire online course as part of their Bridgecom University to step you through the DMR process and make getting on the air as trouble-free as possible. If you are starting from the ground level, I recommend their extensive tutorials and instructions. The Anytone Handheld course is free with purchase of your AT-D168, the UV transceiver.
Hey everyone, my name is Ron with Bridgecom Systems, and I want to thank you for purchasing your 868, 878, or 878 Plus radio from us. We've created this course here at Bridgecom University to help you be successful. You're going to find a lot of videos about the radio you just purchased, and it's going to definitely help.
Now, once we've watched the videos and got a few frequencies programmed into our AT-D168, we can take a look at the basic features of this handheld. Quickly paging through the menus, we can see our talk groups. We can switch talk group lists, new contacts, manual dial, aliases, SMS paging, call logs. We can see the various calls that we've received. We can change zones, our basic zone, other zones that I've set up for my hotspot and the local repeater. Let's see, it's a scan mode. We can scan both digital and analog channels. There's a roaming feature. If your repeaters support the roaming, it'll switch from repeater to repeater so you can have, but maintain the talk groups you're in for the best signal. Settings, that's where you change all of the settings on the transceiver. All of these settings can also be adjusted through the CPS, the control program software. A little bit of device info. Tells you your radio ID and the name, model name. The record feature, this can record up to 4 hours of digital and 4 hours of analog. GPS, no, GPS setting on the menu, GPS does not work on this radio, so these features can be ignored. Satellite features, really cool. You can set a fixed location, and what it will do is satellite predictions. And I don't know how it gets these predictions. I think when you update the firmware, it must put the Keplers in or something like that. But it'll tell you who's overhead and when. And you can acquisition time, location, and it will also feed the frequencies into your A and B channels and automatically do the Doppler for you. So if you're into satellite communications, this might be the radio for you. Digital monitor, that's like your promiscuous mode to let you listen in regardless of talk group number or APRS mode. Like I said, APRS is limited. It can receive APRS. It can only beacon out a fixed location. And that is the menu. So what are my thoughts on the Anytone AT-D168 UV handheld transceiver? All in all, I think it's a very nice little radio. The ergonomics are good, although I do prefer the feeling in the hand using this radio with the smaller battery. The high capacity battery is a little bit thicker and it makes for a slightly more bulky package. The radio has 4 power levels, the lowest being 0.2 watts, which is perfect for using it with a hotspot. This really is the perfect handheld for monitoring those DMR talk groups. Audio quality is good, the speaker is loud, but honestly, it sounds like DMR, which is a bit of an acquired taste. If you're used to, say, System U Fusion's audio quality, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed, but that's the nature of the DMR beast. Well, DMR audio quality aside, there's a couple of things that I'm going to be a little bit critical about this radio. The first is right here, this little plastic cover for the charging port and the speaker mic. It's a little bit on the stiff side and hard to kind of get that aligned and snapped back into place. Maybe as I use this a few times, things will kind of loosen up and it'll be a little bit easier, but that's just one of the things I've kind of noticed there. The second has to do with GPS or the lack of GPS. The AT-D168uv does not come with a built-in GPS unit, but if you look under the menus, there are GPS functions in the menu system. Now, selecting those items don't really do anything, so it's just a menu for a missing feature, which is kind of confusing. Maybe the problem is that I've got an early model of this transceiver, and in a future firmware fix, they might have that problem resolved. The third has to do with the display, and it's hard to tell if you are on the A band or the B band with this radio. There's no light, no indicators, no highlighting if you're on the A sub or the B sub with this handheld. And another thing I really found confusing, I wish that they would have something like that to just really point out, you know, where you are if you're on the main channel or the sub channel with the handheld. Despite these flaws, I think it's a really good handheld, and its compact size and very long battery life would make this a good daily driver. I would prefer I do really prefer a radio with less buttons on it, and the 168 really fits the bill. Just the push to talk and the two side buttons, and then the buttons on the front panel here, and that's it. Really easy to use, simple operation, nice display. It's got all the essentials you need in a nice compact package. Well, that's my review of the Anytone AT-D168uv handheld dual band DMR transceiver. Thank you to Bridgecom Systems for providing a unit to test out. You can learn more about the handheld at bridgecomsystems.com. And if you're new to DMR or digital mobile radio, you might want to download their free 3-step guide on how to get onto DMR. Well, do you have any questions or comments on the AT-D168uv? Well, please leave it down in the comment areas below. I'd love to hear them. But that's it for this time. I'm Michael, KB9VBR. You have a great day in 73.